In today's video, I want to go over special moves. Special moves are moves that are not done, mostly, by hitting an attack button. These are your normals, heavy kick, light punch, whatever. But your special moves will require more complex inputs. That is why they are special. Most special moves will use what is called a motion input, using the motions on the stick, which control everything in the game, as well as attack buttons in combination to produce the move. Depending upon what the move is what combination you have to do. Most of the time, you'll be able to see your moves in-game through some sort of command list. Here are Ryu's moves. You will see that each direction on the given move is given with whatever is on player 1's side. Most of classic Ryu's moves are quarter circles. You see the stick is a direction of circles. And from player 1's side, a quarter circle will usually always start with directly down. And these three directions here is 25% of the circle. So quarter circle. Same thing for back. Down, down, back, and back. Down, down, forward, and forward. Those are the motions for quarter circles. To successfully perform a motion input special move, you have to perform the motions for the input. So let's take Hadouken for example, which is quarter circle forward, down, down, forward, forwards, in sequence with each other, not too quickly, but fairly quickly. And at the end, while you're hitting forward, you hit one of the punch buttons, light, medium, or heavy punch, and you will get Hadouken. Moves like Hadouken move independently without Ryu. They are projectiles, and they have no hurtbox associated with them. So, if you have Chun-Li to do an attack, and it clashes with a projectile, Ryu will not be hurt by it. One of Ryu's other classic moves is Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku, known usually as Tatsu. Performed by doing quarter circle back, down, down, back, back, and any one of your kicks, you get this move. Even though it moves you forward, it is on a backwards motion. And Ryu's last classic special move is the Shoryuken, or Dragon Punch, with the DP motion, which is forward, down, and down forward, a more complex motion for a more complex move. Over time, there's been what's called input leniency, which makes it easier to get your special moves out. For example, if I end Ryu's Hadouken motion in up forwards and hit punch, I still get it, because it cancels my pre-jump frames into the fireball. Input leniency also has its own little balancing to it. For example, since Ryu's Shoryuken ends on down forward, we can end it on forwards instead. But that also means that if I try and do walk forward and a Hadouken, I get Shoryuken. Now, with some characters, a lot of them will learn new moves throughout new games. Ken used to be just like Ryu. Shoryuken, Hadouken, and Tatsu. But here in Street Fighter 6, Ken has a lot more moves. And one very important one is his command run. One sort of special move that is done by only hitting two buttons, in which case, two kick buttons. And this command run has its own normals that comes out of it. Even a little stop. And its own version of its special moves. Even dusty old Ryu in Street Fighter 6 has his own new special moves. For example, a down-down input. Doing down-down punch gives him a Denshin charge, which allows him to throw a better Hadouken. Having different of attack buttons, for example, punch and kick, you're also allowed to have special moves that are on the same motion. For example, quarter circle forward and punch is Hadouken, as we know, but quarter circle forward and kick is Ryu's donkey kick. Quarter circle back and kick is Ryu's Tatsu, but quarter circle back and punch is his brand new Hashogeki move. These moves will use the same motion, and depending upon the situation, or whatever you feel like doing at the moment, you can change whichever one you want to do. Sometimes, on a character like Aki, who is new to Street Fighter, you don't even have to use a different button to get a different result. Her quarter circle back and light punch is a poison fireball. Quarter circle back and medium punch makes a little puddle of poison. And quarter circle back and heavy punch is a double hitting bubble pop. Another kind of motion input is the half circle. Sort of self-explanatory from quarter circle. If you want to do half circle back, you start at forward and roll towards back. Half circle forward, start at back, roll towards forwards. Dhalsim has two moves on quarter circle back. One with punch, and one with kick. Half circles are going to take longer, but they're still an important kind of move to keep in mind. The final motion input I want to go over is the full circle or 360. This is of course done by hitting all directions on the motion and hitting the attack button. Some games you only need to hit all cardinal directions in very quick sequence to get it, but you can kind of skip, and if you hit most of them, you'll be able to do it. You can do it standing as well by canceling your jump frames into the move, sort of like Hadouken. Command grabs are a special kind of special move. They are a grab, which can usually be teched, but a command grab has no ability to be teched whatsoever. Something that's very important to know about command grabs is that typically you cannot cancel into them. An opponent that is being hit, or in block stun, or in the air, cannot be command grabbed most of the time. It can only be done while they are blocking or standing. Yes, you can cancel some of your normals into special moves. Knowing which one of your normals can be special cancelled is a little tricky. Sometimes you need trial and error, or in Street Fighter 6, they'll give you a little red flash that tells you if your move can cancel or not, and not all of them will have it. Knowing which of your normals can cancel into a special move is not entirely the whole equation. If I go crouching medium kick into medium donkey kick, it works just fine. But if I try a heavy donkey kick, it's too slow and Chun-Li will block. You need to find something that has enough positive frames to let you combo out of it. And for now, that's what I'm going to tell you about motion input special moves. They might be a little hard to get a hang of for the most part, but once you do, it'll feel just as normal as walking or hitting the light punch button.